Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about search engines and do a search engine comparison. I have three search engines that I'll talk about. One is starting from we'll start from Microsoft Bing, then we'll go to Google, and then we'll go to DuckDuckGo. There was a time I used to use Yahoo search because that was the first one, but not anymore. And I'll try to show you all sorts of features, all sorts of hidden applications, and how to use it efficiently. All right, let's get started. um, first of all, I'll try to show you the one that's most popular, uh, Google. That's really popular, and I'll show you why it's really popular. And but with what happens with popularity and what doesn't. I mean, the pros and cons, and I mean, not even pros and cons. What my opinion is about it. Okay, so first of all, you see, this Google is written, and the at the top you have to write www.google.com. In my previous video, I showed you about how to efficiently use browsers and their comparison. So in the search bar, you have to type in www.google.com. At the home page, you will see Google is written and the search is there. So it says Google search and it says I am feeling lucky. I really don't know what I am feeling lucky is about, but I usually do all these searches with Google search. I don't know what I am feeling lucky is about. So okay, let's type something. First of all, I'll type Bharti Electronics, Bhatia, and see, as soon as I have typed something, it's showing me some some suggestions, some keyword suggestions, all sorts of suggestions. Either I can go to one of them directly, or I can choose whatever I want. I usually don't pick it up from here until and unless I feel that it's worth it. So right now I don't think it's worth it. I just want to see what comes up, so I just press enter, and it directly takes me. First of all, earlier there was no map feature. Now the first thing that Google shows you is its own map. If it's found on any location, I'll show you that as well. How to merge maps with Google, and how to keep it separate. I've shown in one video how to use maps as well. But let's get it get let's use start using this one. Okay, so this is the map. I'm not worried about the map. Then it's showing you map results. How do I get to know? Because from here you can see a red dot. All these results, they are showing about an address. I don't really care about the address. What I want to see is, as soon as I type it, what's the first thing that comes up. So now it's giving me some results. Now what happens with Google searches is, sometimes those results can be promotional results. At the top you might see first two are promotional. See, I'm getting two results from from justdial.com. Let's ignore that. Let's see, now it's giving me a Facebook result. No. Then on India Mart, okay, on India Mart, some Bharti Electronics is selling something again. Magic Pin or Trade India. All right, so these are all the results. And and one thing I'll tell you about Google is that, usually I use the first 10 pages only. But if you go beyond that, it might say at the top that there are 64. How much does it say? Yeah, it says 63. Uh, yeah, 637,000 something results are there, and that's not the case if you just go to the 10th page. But that's not relevant. I just wanted to tell you that these many results are not available. It's just that it just comes up. And I'm not even sure about how much time it took. Yeah, but good thing about Google is that, if you want to do an image search, particularly you want to find out some good images or videos related to this search term, then you just click on, at the top you says images. I'll click on images, and you can see all sorts of images are coming up. You can see that. Yeah, all sorts of images for Bharti Electronics are coming. uh, so it's like people have put storefronts which are Bharti Electronics, all these. storefronts easy, and then it gives you some other suggestions as well at the top, that what Bharti Electronics in some city, whichever. I use it very often. If you are also looking for your own name, Google will find it out for you. And if you click on more, it also tells you books related to Bhatia Finance, sorry, Bhatia books, Bhatia electronic books, and then flights, and then some other features as well. Uh, all right, and now let me, and you can also from here as well. You can click on maps. Then it will directly take you to whichever search results are good to go with maps. Now it's open its own map. So I have showed you maps in other video. Let's click on the back button and let's get back. Okay, one great feature I'll show you about Google is that, the way I like it is, I just highlight the text, and I'll show you how to look for a time. So if you want to know, if for some reason you want to know the time of your region that you are at right now, so you just go to the search engine and just type in time, and just type in time now and press enter. As soon as I type in time now, I'll try to highlight that, and maybe it'll be little visible. This in blue highlighted, this is showing as the current time, that is showing in the clock as well. So you just type in time now, and in your whichever region you are, it will show you the time. Now, for example, I just want to see the time of. I just want to see the time. What's the time in USA? So I will type in USA time now. Press enter, and it will show me what all times are there and what's the current time as per their the standard time, the time in USA. Similarly, you can type in like uh, Japan time, and I just type in now, and it shows me. Yeah, it's looking for it. Okay, it's showing me the time in Japan. So you in the search option only, just need to do. Now I'll show you, it can do some calculations as well. Even though it's a search engine, it can do calculations. It's good, yeah. So let's do it. For example, I type in the search engine what's 5, and then the plus sign, 5 plus 5, and just press enter and see what comes up. It shows up a small calculator. It shows you the result at the top, you know, and this the whole the whole calculator is there. Yeah, one more good thing. If you want to know the news, the local news of your related to some topic related news, I just like it. So my for example, I want to know the news of my city. So I'll just type in the city name, that's Jaipur. I just type in the city name, press enter, and then do one thing. After you press enter, click on news. Yeah, and you will get the latest news about your city from the various sources of websites that are there, and it'll just show you in regional language and whatever. Yeah, and if you want to see some videos, you don't want to go to I know you are using YouTube, but you want to see some, use it as a search engine for other video service provider. So you just click on videos, though it will try to show you. See now, and it's not limited to YouTube. All these searches are available from different websites providing different sort of videos. And obviously, YouTube is there to do the searches for other one, and it's also showing you related searches. I think it's a good feature. Yeah. Yeah, and one more good thing about Google is that when you're doing the searches, it can sometimes do the exact searches. I'll show you how. See, right now I have typed in the name of my city, and I'm getting some Wikipedia results here. It's giving me a short brief of that taken from Wikipedia. So let me do the one thing. I'll try to highlight a certain text from here. You can do that with any kind of text. Just copy that bit of text like I have done it. Copy that bit of text, press like copy it, control C, and then go to your search engine and just type in control V, and then press enter. And in whichever part, in whichever website that particular terminology has been used, it will just come up. So at the top you don't see Wikipedia results, it's showing me all those websites that's copied that particular uh, sentence from Wikipedia, because original articles are from Wikipedia, could be anywhere, but that term has come up in all these websites. It's showing me directly. And nowadays, for people who just look for particular products, you could just look for a product and it will give you. Now those are sponsored results, for sure. Because they are from particular website and they want to be at the top. But if I look for a phone, like like I typed in, I have done a review of this one, Gioni F103, and I press enter. And as soon as I press enter, it's showing me all the, like, now the promotion comes in, now the advertisements come in. You can see, like, all those companies that give you uh, their own information, their product information, that's come up. Yeah. And then yeah, and one more thing I'll tell you is, if you ask, usually what, like, these days you might be getting, you might know that there's this feature where you have to speak to the search engine to find something. I really don't know how. I really don't know why I would do that. I prefer to type. So let me type in a question. So my question is, who, yeah, I'll type in, where is Bhatia Electronics, and I just press enter. I typed in a question, where is Bharti Electronics, and I typed and I enter. Then it's showing me the map results. Now this result is not different from what I would have received had I typed in something else, maybe just Bharti Electronics. But still, it's taken the question. It's not showing that. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, let me ask a good question. Yeah, let me type in how to. Hmm. How to find a, yeah, let's do one thing. Let me type in, how web, and I've done a video about it. In the previous video is all about web browsers. This is a search engine. So I will type in the question, how web browsers are different, and then I press enter. I've typed in that question. See, so now what it does is it tries to pick up the main terminology from the search, and then it tries to give you its own answer. That somebody from this one is trying to explain that the two difference between web browser and yeah. So it's trying to give you some results, yeah, and also it also gives you similar kind of questions and their answers. Now how accurate it is, I don't know, but it does. So where it says people also ask, and there are four similar kind of question, what is browser and different type of browser. Yeah, you can see my video for that. Then why do some browser work differently. Let's just click on one drop down and you can see that it's trying to tell you the difference. It's highlighted that. I like that feature. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. But yeah, when you're doing some search on articles, that's very useful. Um, and apart from that, yeah, we have covered almost everything. We have covered the pictures. And apart from that, if you try to search for somebody's name, usually takes you to Facebook. And but you can do the image search and you will find that person's image. Usually you can do it for yourself. Click on images, See, right now, I just typed in what how web browser are different, and it's showing me certain kind of icons, lots of icons for all types of browsers. But let me now move on to the other browser, because because that's the limitation of this one. That's the reason I moved on, because sometimes I'm not satisfied with the results what I was getting, but still use it in some cases, because those browsers are a little different. Okay, now let me get to Microsoft Bing. The reason I'm showing you Microsoft Bing is sometimes I have to use it because I don't know, like once in a while, but let's try to search it. It's not as good as what I expect it would be, but still, let me try to find Bharti Electronics on this one. Okay, as soon as I type in Bharti Electronics, now the Bing is showing me actually bhartielectronics.com. It's not showing me any sort of a, like any sort of a map or something, which I don't know why I get it. I just want to use a search engine as a search engine, giving me actual results from actual websites, but that's how Google works. So as soon as I type in Bharti Electronics, it's giving me a Bharti Electronics website over here. It's giving me something from the Facebook page, and then from India Mart, and it's also giving me my video results. Like from the previous video, you can see these two videos. These two videos are like like mine. So yeah, it's good to see that. And then again, no product promotion. Let's try to do a comparison. Let's click on images, what it says. Though I usually don't use it this browser as much, but still for the purpose of demonstration, we are doing it. And see, in the previous one, it was showing you storefronts, and in this one, it's showing you appliances, different types of devices. And then again, the people search and all that. We're not bothered. And then, of course, we have seen the video and the preview with the maps. I really don't use Microsoft Maps, and the news. No, nothing that I care about. I mean, for Bing, I don't care about it. That's it. Apart from normal searches, I usually don't use my don't use Microsoft Bing. The last one that I use, the last one that I do use is DuckDuckGo. The reason I use it is because whatever I search, whatever it may be, it will not give me any sort of advertisements. So let me try to look for Gioni F103 and I press enter. Yeah, and you see it's giving me some images here. Fine, I don't have any issues with that. Then it says where it's available. It's not showing me any sort of products. It's the first result is from an advertiser, but that's fine. It's not like it's trying to jump onto my face, which I don't like. And then it says some information provider. This search engine is not very strong, but it will not take you to a Facebook every time you do a search, because Facebook is not for information purpose. It's something else. It's something that it's more about it's more about connecting people, but it's not it's not about searching information. That's what I'm certainly aware about. But yeah, for this one as well, if I click on news, I click on Giovanni F103, and then I click on news. So it does show me the news as well. News is quite similar, and it doesn't bother me about maps. If I click on maps, it does take me to its own sort of map, but that's that's not as good as Google Maps. But yeah, whatever search I do, I would never get any sort of advertisement. Let me try to look for Bharti Electronics over here. I click on Bharti Electronics, and you see the Bharti Electronics website one. The second one is there, Bharti Electronics. Third one, Facebook is like down the line, but it's not like it's just this particular website that's coming up. So yeah, out of these, and then it shows more results. It doesn't even say that it's got a million results. I mean, that's what I don't like about Google. It says they got a million results. I mean, it's practically not possible, and I've checked it as well sometimes. Google searches, if it says it's got a million searches, it's not there. it's it's not practically possible that one terminology is giving you a million results. I've checked it. What happens is it will squeeze the result to like 200, and that's I know that's possible. So after you reach certain page, it'll squeeze the number. Yeah, but that's how they do it. That's how it's designed. And but yeah, this one is good for searching things. For example, I just want to look for, I remove Bhatia and just click for electronics, and then you can see it says electronics as the Wikipedia page is there over here. The Wikipedia thing is there, and then it's giving me Walmart, Target. The information is there, and then all these websites providing all their products. But yeah, that's what you want. But yeah, this one you don't use for article purpose. You just use it because you are looking for something. That's when I use DuckDuckGo. All right, thank you.